Nita Stevens. I am the owner, one of the owners, and the founder of Nita's Healing Balm. Okay, y'all. So today I wanted to talk about something very specific. I People have been asking me. So Juanita, every time somebody tries it, they say, "Oh, you should add this to it. Oh, there's a smell that I love. There's a natural oil. You should add that." So I wanted to address that a little bit. Um, it's important to get a recipe, right? And once you get it, once it works for you, don't change it. I'm telling you, don't change it. But what was really important to me is this is what I started with, right? Just Nita's Healing Balm. And I've told y'all the story of, you know, me being a cancer survivor and just trying to get chemicals out of my home. I started this by trying to make a lotion for myself, for myself. And I actually use this every day like it's lotion. But people that have eczema and psoriasis, y'all, that's a really big deal. I I will sometimes see people on the street that have like a breakout of eczema psoriasis, and I just give them my card and say, call me. I will give you some of this so you can try it. You don't understand what it's like. I watch these commercials all the time. And the commercial where they're talking about people that have eczema and psoriasis, I won't name the products, but the commercial is really short. And then they start talking about all the side effects. That takes a while, right? Um, hmm. I want something topical that I can put on, and I always open it and show it to y'all because that's what it looks like. But you have no idea. So, it doesn't run. It's just, um, I call it Nita's Healing Balm. Here's the deal. Um, I always tell people to do it before and after because if you don't do it fast enough, your after picture, if it's more than a day, you miss something. Because most people that use this, especially if they have eczema and psoriasis, think about people with babies that have eczema. The parents are in as much pain as the kids are because it's so uncomfortable for the children, and they scratch constantly, and the more they scratch, the more they exacerbate the problem. But once they use this, really, it's almost instant. Okay, I'll say 5 minutes. But by the next day, you should see a marked improvement. For people that have big red welts, or I've told you, I've seen people that literally break out in sores from head to toe with eczema and psoriasis. And there are people that have both. So one of the people asked me, no, several people have asked me, so why don't you put tallow in it? So can we talk about that for a minute? Tallow is beef fat. Um, I don't want to put beef fat on my face. I'm sorry, I don't. I just don't. I know that they say it is very moisturizing, but I can get that same level of moisture from vegan or vegetarian things, right? So I can't say that Nita's Healing Balm is, see it? I can't say that it's vegan because we use the beeswax pellets, right? So that comes from an animal, but everything else is all plant-based. So I'm going to read you these ingredients: coconut oil, extra virgin olive oil, jojoba oil, beeswax, shea butter, vitamin E oil, lavender oil, melaleuca oil, lemon oil, and castor oil. Here's what I can tell you. Each one of those things has its own healing properties. But when you put them all together, I told y'all last week, my friend who is a naturalist doctor said, you have created a super healing product, right? Now, I've also told y'all that, remember, I also have facial products. So at the same time that I was creating this so that I didn't have to put chemicals on my body, at the time I was using, I was buying a product from Ulta Beauty, and spending about $150. This was the cleanser, the moisturizer, the scrub. Okay. And then they had stuff for the eyes, and I bought the whole thing. It was about $150, and I would have to replace it about every 3 months. So then I thought, I want a facial facial scrub, a facial wash, right? So let me tell you the ingredients for this right here. Castile soap, raw honey, and jojoba oil. That's it. So you shake it up a little bit because, it'll separate. You shake it up a little bit, put no more than a dime's worth in your hand, rub it all over your face, all over your neck. I also do my chest area because we want that looking good too, right, y'all? Okay. So I use this, and yeah, it's got a really good smell too. Why? Because it's got raw honey in it. One of my neighbors is a beekeeper. So I get my honey. I can't make it more local than that. It's right next door to me. Okay. And then, as if that wasn't enough, I make this moisturizer that'll blow your mind. All right. So I'm going to tell you what is in it. The moisturizer, I make two different ones. This is for normal to dry skin. The one for oily skin is darker than this. It almost looks black because in that one I put something called tamanu oil. And it is for oily skin or skin with scars or acne. Okay. But this one is, all right, here's the oils. Argan oil, jojoba oil, rose hip seed oil, and then it's got lavender, lavender oil, chamomile oil, rose oil, lemongrass, and rosemary. I can't even tell y'all how good this smells. But when you put it on your skin, okay, I'm gonna show you how little I use. Can you see that? That's it. Okay, I'm gonna do a little more so y'all can actually see it. But I put this on, okay? And I put it in the same places, my face, my neck, and my chest, okay? All right, got it? Not only does it smell good, I'm telling you, your skin will feel like different skin. And then once a week, guess what? I got a scrub. Y'all didn't know that, did you? All right, so the scrub is, this is what the scrub looks like. It is brown sugar, raw honey, and jojoba oil. Can you tell I like jojoba oil? Jojoba oil is one of the best, oh my God, it's one of the best oils that you can use. It is absolutely wonderful. And it is for dry, aging, oily, normal, acne-prone skin, for everybody. Everybody can use it, right? Even people with extremely sensitive skin. But in here, it's just 3 ingredients, okay? Jojoba oil, brown sugar, raw honey. I do this on Sunday mornings, right? I just get, again, you don't need a lot, maybe a nickel's worth, put it in your hands, wet your hands a little bit, put it in your hands, put the scrub all over your face, your neck, and your chest, okay? Rub it in real good because that brown sugar acts as what? And it's exfoliant. It gets rid of all the dead skin, okay? So once I put it on, I rub and rub and rub. I do it over my ears, on the back of my neck, the front of my neck, and my chest. This, have you ever had people that have had acne, or you scratch yourself and you get a dark spot? This gets rid of the dark spots and all of that. What kind of skin do we call it? That skin that's not smooth, right? That rough, let's just call it rough. This gets rid of that. So I always tell people the whole point of this, but you only use this once, right? Once a week. This, if you are a person that washes your face twice a day, in the morning and before you go to bed, this is what you're going to use, okay? And then you're going to put the moisturizer on after it. Now, mind you, these are mine, so I don't have labels on all of my stuff, but I know that this one is the face wash because it always has bubbles at the top. That one you're going to have to shake up a little bit. This is magical. Let me just say it's magical. And you saw that I put some on. Does my skin look oily? It does not. It feels wonderful. People will touch my face and go, dang, girl, what do you put on your face? It's so soft. And I always tell people, everything that goes on my skin is stuff that I make, right? It feels really good to be able to say that the only things that go on my skin are things that I make. I don't want tallow on my skin. Now, if you are a person that uses it, don't take offense. I'm telling you what I don't want. I don't want beef fat on my face. I don't want to smell it. I just don't want it, right? In my house, I do all the cooking, but my husband barbecues. And my husband will come in with a jar of beef fat that is left over from where he barbecued. And he puts it in a jar for it to cool, and then he's going to get rid of it. That is beef tallow. I do not want that on my face. Okay? And if you are a person that is looking for something, all of the rest of these, right? All of the rest of these are vegan. Nita's Healing Balm, I cannot say it is vegan. Why? Because I use beeswax in it, beeswax pellets. That's what gets it this consistency like this, where it's not just running. Okay. I have this one, Nita's Healing Balm, it's called Original Formula. It's on Amazon. I'm so excited, y'all. This was such a big deal for us to get it there. We'll eventually get it all up there, but I started with this one. So you can go to Amazon now and click on and do a search on Nita's Healing Balm, Nitas, Healing Balm, BALM, and it'll come up. And I would love for you to go and order it and then give me a review. I can tell you you're going to love it. All of these other products, I have a website. It's called nitashealingbalm.com. So you can buy one piece, or guess what? You can buy this bundle, which is the face wash, the moisturizer, and the scrub, or you can buy the whole bundle, all of it, including Nita's Healing Balm. And guess what? We're always looking for ways that we can. I wanted to reduce the price. So we have been able to find all new suppliers, and we're able to get it cheaper and pass that on. So we went from $39.99 for Nita's Healing Balm. Guess how much it is now? $24.99. And y'all are the first ones to hear that. Okay? So I would love for you to go either to my website. On my website, you can order the bundles. On Amazon, you can just order just this one, just the cream. All right. If you are a person that sunburns easily, Nita's Healing, but put it on there. I don't burn, y'all, but my husband does. And my husband will get outside and not think about putting on sunscreen. He'll get out there on the riding mower and cut the grass for an hour and a half. Okay. And then come in and his neck is all red. And I said, hold on, come here. And I put it on his neck. So he never gets that peeling mess and he never gets that burning sensation because I put it on there. Okay. Babies that have cradle cap. Oh boy. It's just so many things that this can be used for. And it's so important, y'all, that we get back to all natural stuff. All of this stuff that has chemicals, here is the rule. If you can't pronounce the word, it's not natural and you need to not be using it. And when it says red dye number blah, 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 and yellow dye number this and all of these chemicals or all of the side effects, there are no side effects, y'all. You simply use it and it makes your skin better. I got to tell y'all a story. I have two girlfriends who I really hadn't seen them in a long time. And I had lunch with them. And when I walked in, they were already sitting down when I walked in. Instead of us, just doing the normal, oh my God, how have you been? It's so good to see you. They went, what are you using on your face? How do you seem to be looking younger as we're getting older? And I said, girl, I make everything that goes on my face. And she said, well, okay, I get that, but what is it? And I said to them, I'm going to make you some and bring it. So I did. I took them some. And the other one said to me, one of them said to me, as she was on her third reorder, you're like a crack addict. You got me addicted. So the Nita's Healing Balm original formula, my family will call me and say, Nita, I need some more of that crack cream. Really? Okay. I'm just telling you what they say. Okay. Again, I'm passing on savings to you. We were able to find some of the products some of the ingredients that we put in here for a much cheaper price. And so we are passing that savings on to you guys. So this is what it's going to look like when you go to Amazon to find this. Nita's Healing Balm, BALM, okay? All of the rest of it, you have to go to, where did I say? NitasHealingBalm.com. Make sense? All right. I'm not going to hold y'all any longer. I like to do this once a week and just talk about things that people have told me over the week, or I keep saying I'm going to get my dog here. Yesterday, I bathed my dog and my son's two dogs. And what my spoiled dog does is go lay on the floor, put her legs up for me to put this Nita's Healing Balm original formula all over her. She likes baths. My son's dogs don't like baths, but they did like this. So when they saw my dog do it, then they got on the floor doing the same thing. And so first I rub it on their faces and then I rub it all over them. I just don't put it in their genital area. They don't like that, okay? And you're going to see them, when you give it to them, you're going to see them start to lick it. Don't worry about it. It still does what it's supposed to do, okay? But I can't get my dog. If I didn't want her over here, she'd be all on me. But I can never quite get her here. I keep saying I'm going to have to do this one time when I'm sitting on the floor with her. All right. Please reach out. Let me know. Y'all can comment on this, but let me know how it works for you. And when you get it, please do a before and after picture and send them to me. Okay? All right, y'all. I'm going to let you go. I am Juanita Stevens. It is me, my daughter, Courtney Langley, and my niece, Angela Swiss. We are the owners of this. We keep it in the family. And right now, we make it ourselves, but we're looking for a manufacturer. We're trying to do this like a real business. What y'all say? All right. So thank you for joining me. I will see y'all next week and we'll talk about something different. Bye for now.